right, let's talk about tension and release for a second. Tension and release is an ongoing thing. It's always happening in life, in music. There are tense moments and there are relieving moments, and there's something in between. But really, the tense moments and the relieving moments are the ones that you notice the most, and I would say have the loudest volume. So when something gets tense for you, it's a noticeable tension. And when it resolves or when it releases, you feel a sense of relief or release or resolution, which is always good. And so to not just be a person who's a pedestrian in the tension and release of life, but someone who actually creates some of the tension and release, it's a great responsibility. So how do you create tension and release? Let's look at something that's a very simple way for you to hear a sort of tension in a chordal construct that will create the tension and then relieve the tension. So I'm playing a C major right now. I'm going to bring the root note up by a half step. And that's going to give that chord a great deal of tension because I'm playing a C sharp with the 7 of that chord. This is a diminished sound, and from here, by changing that one note, it creates a great deal of tension. To resolve it, I can go to this D minor 7 chord, and that's something that is frequently used to pass from one chord to another in jazz, gospel. Yeah. So that's a little bit of an idea of tension and release, but it's not just chords that you can do that with. Obviously, you can create tension with just silence. And then offer something musical into the space that makes everyone calm, right? So there are any number of ways to create that tension in atonality. Of your composition, or in the tension of something going really quickly and slowing down. So those are general ideas of how tension and release works in a chordal way, in a melodic way, and in sort of a riff way. But there are hundreds of ways to create tension and release or resolution in music, in life, in your behavior as a musician, and in your behavior as an instrumentalist. So really pay close attention to things that are tense and things that are a relief. You don't have to think of one as bad and the other as good. You're really just trying to experience both equally so that you can pull from that and go, how do I take what I just experienced as very tense and now relieving and do that on my instrument? It makes you, like I said, less of someone who just has to experience it in life and someone who gets to create it, understand it, appreciate it, and not be afraid of it. So, well worth your time. Tension and release.